Is anyone else with student debt out there about to go bankrupt since the SAVE plan is on pause? Quick overview of the SAVE plan. It's an income-driven base repayment plan for student debt. They take into account your year's salary from the year before for what your monthly payment will be towards your loan. So for example, I didn't have a job last year because I was still in medical school, unless you count like bar cart girl. I was expecting my monthly payment during my first year of residency to be $0 or like damn near $0. The best thing about the SAVE plan is that any additional interest that accrues beyond what your monthly payment was gets wiped. Meaning, let's say they told me that I needed to pay $200 per month based on what my income was the year prior. And let's say that my loan had accrued $300 worth of interest that month. But the $200 that I paid would go towards $200 worth of interest, and the additional $100 would just be forgiven. It doesn't exist. You're still responsible for your loan. You're still responsible for interest that is accruing. You only get that interest cap if you're holding up your end of the bargain. AKA, it's a great way to like still hold people responsible for their loan, but do it in a way that is realistic and not like bury them alive in their debt. And I recently learned the other day that this payment plan is on pause. Not only can you not enroll in the SAVE plan right now, but you cannot enroll in any income-driven base repayment plan right now. Just because a couple of states sued the federal government and now they're essentially in a pissing match with one another. You know how I figured out this information? Because I applied for the SAVE plan back in like beginning of June, and in order to do so, they made me first consolidate my loan. I applied for both at the same time. And I logged on the other day and I saw that my consolidation had went through, so now I just have one big massive loan. But when I clicked on the loan, it said I was under the standard plan. I was like, what the hell? And it said my first payment is due September 28th. You know what my monthly payment is? $1,272. I was like, this has got to be a mistake. Like, I'm supposed to be on the SAVE plan, so I called the number. Poor gentleman on the other end of the phone had to explain to me that all income-driven base repayment plans are paused right now until a decision in the courts is made. I say the poor gentleman because I kind of lost my shit. I did apologize to him. I was like, look, I'm not upset with you. This is just very upsetting news. And he was like, no, I totally understand. You're totally fine. Eventually, he was like, just keep coming back to the website, monitor for updates. Hopefully, a decision will have been reached before your first payment is due. So as it stands right now, I owe $1,272 every month starting September 28th. Which I clearly cannot afford on a resident salary. I kind of hope that I'm misinformed somehow and that this is a joke. If anything that I just said is incorrect, someone please tell me in the comments. If you guys have student loans, strongly recommend logging on to your loan servicer website and like looking into the state of things, guys. We are in some wild times right now.